Hi, and welcome to another book review with Trish Renee. Make sure you hit the subscribe button here to follow me so you can get more book reviews as they're posted. So today I will be reviewing Fractal Noise by Christopher Paolini. This one just came out a few months ago and I read it rather quickly. Now it's been a minute since I've read it, and now that I'm getting older, my memory's not the best. So I do have some notes and I will be referring to them uh, throughout this review. But this book, it's an adult science fiction, follows Alex, a xenobiologist who is suffering a great personal loss. And he's aboard a spaceship with a bunch of other crew members. And while they're out in outer space, they discover a large hole on a planet named Talos. And the group decides to investigate what this hole is. And along with this hole, there is this very booming noise that's very distinct in its sound and its rhythm and timing. I believe it's like every 10.5 seconds it repeats or something like that. So they get together a team that's going to leave the spaceship once they land on the planet and try to get to this hole and figure out what's causing it. They're wondering if it's alien made, if it's just a crater. They don't know. So that's the whole premise of the story, is I'm going on this quest to find out what the hole is. Now, their purpose in doing this is that they hope that if it is something like first alien contact, then they will get a big reward when they go back to their home planet. Because in this time that the story takes place, first alien contact is very valuable. There are themes of religion throughout this story, a lot of debate between characters about the existence of a higher power, whether aliens also have a belief in another otherworldly being, like humans do. Alex, who's the main character, he hopes that he'll find an answer while investigating this hole, because he has to believe that if this was made by aliens, that they built this hole with a purpose and it's not just some random accident. As he's going on this journey, he's also trying to heal from the death of his beloved wife. So it's kind of a healing journey for him too. Yeah. One of the critiques that I did have with this book is that it is a little difficult to follow, in that in some of the dialogue there are letters missing, because I get what the author was doing. He was trying to mimic when there's communicative device between the spaceship and the crew members on the planet, that it's not always going to be 100%, and there's a lot of static and words get cut off. So that is shown through the dialogue in the story, but your mind has to fill in the blanks what the word is. And so sometimes it got a little tedious, and it kept going throughout the book. So that was one critique I had. The other critique was I felt it was a little heavy-handed on the religious themes. There were a lot of spiritual debates, and for me, I didn't feel like it moved the story forward. I get why they were doing it, and it was interesting. But at the same time, I felt like the debates took away from the story, and I kind of just wanted them to get to the hole faster and find out what they were going to find there. I will not give any spoilers away what they find. Now, this story, when I read the acknowledgments at the end, Christopher Paolini originally wrote this as a short story a long time ago, and he revisited it and turned it into a novel. So I thought that was very interesting, because I've written a bunch of short stories and have thought about turning those into novels. So that was cool. And I do like this cover. It's really cool. And I'm just trying to think if there's any, this kind of gives you an idea of like what the whole kind of looks like on the planet. Yeah. So all in all, I did enjoy Fractal Noise, not as much though as I enjoyed To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. But if you like science fiction novels with the tropes, First Contact, if you enjoy books with spiritual themes, and if you just like books in outer space, then I definitely suggest picking up Fractal Noise by Christopher Paolini.